In this video tutorial, we're going to create RadioButton demo. So we will have a title with simple text that will be initially in red color because of the first radio button with the red label will be selected. Once we jump to green, the button will be colored to green. We choose blue, the button will be colored in blue. Let's get started with the new project RadioButton test. So for this purpose, we have basic Hello World application running already. So we switch to activity main.xml. We move the text view in the central top area of the screen. We will type new value of the text view, RadioButton demo, and press enter. We will change the text size in the text size field. Then we drag and drop 3 radio buttons. So if you want to make radio buttons align to the left side, so we want to change layout in this case, so switch to text, and instead of relative layout, we'll type linear layout. So make sure that linear layout has open and close tag right now. And for the properties of linear layout, we will add orientation, how the elements will be aligned. We will choose vertical. So once we switch back, we will find that layout will be changed to the vertical alignment. Let's check RadioButton's ID. So make sure RadioButton 1 will have ID RadioButton 1. The second button has RadioButton 2, and the third RadioButton has ID 3. And the same will be reflected in XML file 1, 2, and 3. And we will change the text for the button. The first button will have a text red. Second button will have a text green, and the last button will have a text blue. One more thing, in order to work with RadioButton, we have to put a RadioGroup around the button, so they will be dependent on each other representation. So I just come here and insert RadioGroup in XML. So I will choose RadioGroup, wrap content. As a width and height, and move a RadioGroup to the place where I want to close the section after the third button, like this. And when you go back to design, you will see the button will be kind of like all together with one group. Now it's a time to move to main activity. So switch to main activity, and so first of all we have to declare RadioGroup. We will add text view. In onCreate method, we have to assign both widgets view by RD. The first one will be identified by RadioGroup, and looks like we don't have ID for RadioGroup, so we have to go back to main activity XML, click on RadioGroup, and assign ID for that RadioGroup. For example, RadioGroup 1. Go back to main activity, and RadioGroup will be available in this list. And don't forget that we have to cast result to RadioGroup. The same for TXT. So text view class for casting, and find view by ID r.id. Just one text view we have for this project. One more task should be done. We have to assign Uncheck change listener for the RadioGroup. So we have to continue working on create, type in RG group dot, and we have to find that set unchecked change listener. So I type only 3 letters and I get help from Android Studio because it's very hard to type this. And then inside we have to create anonymous listener class for this method. So it's already connected to the unchecked change listener class. So again, you type only the first 2 letters from this name of this class and you will get a prompt, and press enter. So when we press enter, we received the method we have to override. So again, we don't really need to type this. We just need specifically assign unchecked change listener and add parameter unchecked change listener class. Now we have to write the method. The method actually describes the logic based on the radio button that was selected. So we have to start identifying radio button in this method, and this button will be selected from RadioGroup that find method by ID. I will be the parameter for this method, and result should be cast for RadioButton. And the rest we need to organize switch statement based on the selection, and the selection will be done for the following cases. The first case, RID dot RadioButton1. So what we need to do for RadioButton1? In case RadioButton1 selected, we have to select our TXT and set text color. And if you remember, the color for the first selection should be red. For the second case, r.id dot RadioButton2 txt dot set text color, and color will be selected as a green. Don't forget to put break, and the last selection will be r.id dot RadioButton3, and in this case txt will be set text color to color dot blue. Alright, let's run the project. So basically all RadioButton processing consists of setting checked change listener and processing of the button inside RadioGroup. And let's check result. Alright, so let's try to check how it works. So when you press, you see the radio test has stopped. So let's check the problem. The problem was actually in the line main activity Java 31. We just have a text view set color on null object reference. So it looks like a text view doesn't have a ID now. Okay, so press on this prompt and check txt. So check txt. First of all, you have to check if we have txt ID in this case. So it looks like we don't have in the properties. So we have to double check what is the ID in the onCreate, which was text view. I don't really know why we actually lost it. So I will type text view here. And this ID right now is identical to this ID. So let's run again. And we install application after modification. And let's try again. Red, green, blue. So it looks like it works, but the problem is initially there is no selection, right? So I would make some modification for the RadioGroup first. So I just go back to the design and double click on RadioGroup, which contains all the button. On the right side, RadioGroup properties checked button. Let's select the RadioButton 1, which is the red one, is default selection. For this purpose, we have to set color in onCreate by default in the code after text view was identified by ID. So we can write txt dot set text color dot red and run the project again. So the current project will be restarted. When project is restarted, you see the button red is selected initially, and the text colored the text view to the red. Okay, so it was a short video for the RadioButton test. Thanks a lot.